Hey guys, this is Tyler here with Woodland Frenchies. If you've seen the title of this video, you guys are probably wondering what this video is about. Especially for your new French Bulldog owners, this is something you definitely have to stay tuned to watch because it is so important for the health and safety of your French Bulldog puppy and frenchton. So definitely want to stay tuned to what we're going to have in our video today. But before we get into that, guys, we are here for you if you are a French Bulldog or frenchton lover. Whether you are looking to get one, already have one, if you're breeding frenchtons or French Bulldogs, this is the channel for you guys. So make sure you hit the subscribe button after this video and give this video a like, because this video here, in my opinion, will save a lot of, honestly, Frenchies from, getting sick or sometimes passing away. So this is a very important video for this time of year. And when you hear what it is, you might think, well, that's obvious, but really, it can happen like that. So we're gonna get into that and what that is. But again, guys, thanks for watching, and we will really appreciate the love, support you guys have given this channel so far. Okay, so for that being said, guys, today's topic is for you new French Bulldog owners, like I stated. Maybe you had a French Bulldog, you got a French Bulldog puppy this winter, and it's kind of been mostly in the house so far, and it started to come out this spring, and now it's getting summer or springtime, and today it's 80 degrees outside. For a French Bulldog owner and a French Bulldog puppy, this is so important that for you guys. Basically what I'm trying to say is you have to really manage and watch the activity level of your French Bulldog on these hot days, because there are some very serious consequences that can happen. And we're going to talk about what can happen and how you can treat that later on in the video. But I just want to start at the beginning of this video and just let you guys know, please, be just watchful with your French Bulldog, because again, this might be their first time, if you have a new puppy, out playing around in this heat, and they're just having a blast, running around with the ball, just playing and all that good stuff, and they really do not know how much energy they are exerting, and they do not know when their limit of energy they should exert before they should stop. So you have to, as a French Bulldog owners, have to be managing and watching that time, because a French Bulldog can be, how their personalities are. They're go-go, just crazy, just fun, interactive. They won't stop unless you tell them to stop sometimes when playing. And when they do stop, they're gonna be panting, and then they're gonna see a ball go by or something, and they're gonna go right back at it again because it's so much fun, not knowing they're really gonna be hurting themselves. So again, I hope you guys understand the seriousness of this video, and we're gonna go into, again, ways to prevent a French Bulldog from overheating. And they say your French Bulldog does overheat or gets dehydrated, we're gonna tell you what you need to do next. So what you need to do to prevent, number one, is, like I said before, manage and watch your French Bulldog's activity level, especially on the hot days. You do not want to overexert their energy because they will overheat or get dehydrated. Number two is, obviously, you need to make sure you have water beside them at all times. A lot of times they're not going to think they need water, but you really have to force them to drink water, especially if they're playing out in the sunshine or on a hot sunny day. They're going to want to keep going back and keep going playing with their friends or another puppy when they need to stop and take a drink. Again, it's super important to have that for them. Put them in the shade, get them relaxed and everything like that. I'm sorry I'm being really serious about this video, guys, but I really, it's just something that, again, I do not want to have to hear. I don't want you guys to have to go through this, because it's very easy to happen, especially for a French Bulldog, a puppy at this time. Again, like I said, that's just been with you got him or her in the winter. Now you're just getting to this first step, and it could happen. So number three, so we talked about managing the French Bulldog and their activity level, watching that. Number two is having water to drink, and number three would be just making sure that your French Bulldog is on a leash and does not get loose. Some French Bulldogs, if say your French Bulldog, if you don't have them trained good enough, say they would happen to leave the yard or go away for a while, that is one of the most common time that a French Bulldog or any dog can get overheated. Especially if you have an adult, non-neuter, spaded French Bulldog. If it's their cycle, if they're looking to go around, and that's really when they can really want to go and run away and do things. So for the most part, that shouldn't be anybody, but maybe people who live more in the country or so suburbs, that could happen. Okay, so those are 3 preventions. Now I'm going to go into what to do if your what are the signs if your French Bulldog is overheating, and what could cause that. So, different signs would be a French Bulldog starting to overheat would be, obviously they're going to be panting. That's a common thing, no matter what, if they're doing any type of exercise, and they're going to be panting. But when you see a French Bulldog like its tongue excessively hanging out, or they're really like just really hanging out and they're trying to lick something and try to, like there's almost something they're trying to lick or just it's sticking, they try to lick things when they're really overheated. So watch out for that. That tells me, like if I see a French Bulldog that it's really like its tongue is out and it's trying to lick something because it's been too active, that tells me that it's trying to get water, it's just something isn't quite right. So really watch for that. Number two, another sign would be if your French Bulldog is starting to vomit. If you see that, and this is kind of getting to the more critical stage. Obviously, if you see panting and stuff, you need to get water right away and just stop and just say you're done, you need to rest. So you get to more of a critical stage, the puppy could be vomiting because it's having some type of breakdown in the system that it's not, basically it's lost all its water and it's gonna just start kind of breaking down and vomiting, and could have some number two going on as well. That would be a big sign to tell. And I mean, so that's another sign. Number three would be if your puppy just is starting to get really lethargic and it just doesn't want to eat and drink because it's been throwing up or vomiting, or doing the number two. That's when you know your puppy's probably overheated and it's time to take them to the vet or do something about it. And what you need to do, or what signs you can check if you're, I guess I should say this, the sign to check and see if your puppy is dehydrated is take your hand and pull up the skin right above the neck. And if that skin does not fling back like right away, if it say it kind of just like slowly goes back, like you pull it and it slowly goes back to form, that means your puppy is dehydrated and it could be overheated. And dehydration can be caused from not just being overheated, but other things, but that's a good test to do. But let's just say your puppy comes to a critical point where you feel it's dehydrated, overheated, then you need to then take your puppy to the vet. And first thing they need to do is get an IV in them. I've seen puppies that they're completely dehydrated and their skin is, they look like they've lost like so many pounds and like there's just nothing to them. Their skin's hanging, you can see it, there's gonna be skin hanging around. You can just see in their size, they shrink big time, and there's just you can tell they're not in a good state. So that's when you go and you get the IV in them. Within a day or two, as long as you took care of it right away and you were able to get into the vet right away, your puppy should come right back to normal with some IVs and be really good to go. So that's, if you see your puppy vomiting, throwing up, panting, and it's just basically getting lethargic to the point where you can tell it's dehydrated, that's when you should take it to the vet and have them obviously assess the situation, but they'll probably put an IV in and maybe hold the puppy overnight for you and take care of them that way. So sorry to have a kind of a serious video for you guys, but I just hope this video might save one French Bulldog, That's all I ask and hope, and feel free to share this with your other French Bulldog owners because it is a serious thing, guys. Summer is coming. Spring is, depending on location where you live, we're up here in central Ohio, so right now it's gonna just starting to get warm. So it's just serious time, and just make sure your French Bulldog does not get overheated and exaggerate any excess energy when it's playing, and make sure there's water for them. So hope this video helps, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, feel free to subscribe again, give this video a like, that means a lot if you appreciate this video, and we'll see you in our next video, guys. Thanks, and have a great day.